Okay, have you ever been driving on the highway, looked down at the speedometer, not really realizing how fast you were going?
I did that back in March or April when nobody else was out there a couple times. Troopers in Utah and other states across the country say for some reason, drivers this year are speeding more often and at much higher speeds. Jeremy Harris is looking to the dangers of super speeders. He joins us live tonight. So Jeremy, we've seen your posts about this on social media. The speeds are staggering though. People are going fast.
Yeah, and call it a need for speed, Heidi, or simply just a lead foot. But when the pandemic hit, something else infected Utah drivers, and troopers say the cure is really going to cost you. It is tempting on a stretch of open highway to punch it and pray that up ahead a trooper isn't waiting to pounce. Sergeant Corey Housekeeper of the Utah Highway Patrol sees it every day. And while few excuses surprise him anymore, he is shocked by the sheer number of super speeders this year on Utah highways.
When the pandemic hit, everybody kind of went home. There wasn't much traffic out. We started to see the speeds increase.
Data obtained by 2 News shows troopers have made more than 4,000 stops of drivers going over 100 miles per hour so far this year. That's up from just over 3,000 in the same time in 2019 and 2,700 stops at over 100 miles per hour in 2018. With those numbers, UHP is on track to increase 100-plus stops by 41% at the end of the year. Some of the speeds are wild.
You know how fast you got up to? Like 110. Yeah, 115 is what I was getting at.
Not even a friendly dog could get this driver out of a ticket for doing 115.
When the officer asked how fast they were going,
I think I was probably going 100. 154.
And this motorcyclist surprisingly stopped for a trooper who clocked him at 154. A ticket at that speed could cost you $910 in Utah. That's cheap compared to some other states, but you could get hit for more serious charges like reckless driving. But the fine isn't what troopers say should really prevent people from pushing these speeds.
we become frustrated that they're going so fast, and we see the danger it can be because we've seen the result in the crashes.
A crash at over 100 miles per hour can easily kill you. That's what police say happened in this crash on SR 201 in Salt Lake City earlier this year. Witnesses told UHP the driver had been going over 100 before losing control. This is exactly what worries troopers, especially considering deaths on Utah roads have held steady despite data showing there have been fewer cars on the road.
Well, we've seen those reports all through the United States.
State police agencies across the U.S. have been reporting the same thing as Utah. California's Highway Patrol wrote more than 15,000 100-plus speed tickets over the summer. Open roads, higher speeds, more serious crashes.
And that's how we're getting these fatalities.
But whatever the reason, Sergeant Housekeeper says the solution is simple. Realize the risks, keep your speed down, and stay focused on what's ahead.
If they could walk in our shoes and see what we've seen, I think everybody would wear a seatbelt, everybody would slow down.
And if a talk from a trooper and a speeding ticket isn't enough to deter you, we checked with some insurance experts, and they say that the penalty on your insurance if you do get a 100-mile-an-hour speeding ticket can range anywhere from way increased rates all the way up to canceling your policy. Reporting live outside the Utah Highway Patrol tonight, Jeremy Harris, 2 News.